Yeah, man, what's good? It's your boy, Give It Up 100. So I'm watching The Bride of Chucky, and that's where I got the idea for this video from. I'm watching The Bride of Chucky, and there's a scene in there where Chucky and his wife started arguing about what sex their son should, I guess, appropriate, right? The mother saying that he should be a girl. Chucky is saying that he should be a boy. To the point where the son started saying he's confused his damn self and he don't know if he want to appropriate as a girl or boy. Can he just be both? All right. And this is a scene, and this is what prompted me to make this video, because I've noticed over the years of going back on movies, because back when you was little watching these movies for the first time, it was just entertainment. But I've noticed since I got into knowing what I know about movies and signs that's in the movies, I've noticed that there's a few other movies that signs were in there speaking to reality, speaking to upcoming events or futuristic type of things. And I didn't know nothing about it. And the average person consuming the movie wouldn't know nothing about it either. You just worrying about the entertainment value of it. You know what I mean? So I got 3 movies. The first one, obviously, is The Bride of Chucky. That's what I was watching. The Matrix, and The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Now, obviously, I just told y'all what happened in The Bride of Chucky. That basically that scene was speaking to the LBGT, stance and what's going on with them. Because this is exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Some don't want to, claim the gender that biology claimed for them already. Some is claiming that they don't even confined to any sex, right? So that scene clearly is speaking of what's going on right now. Now, The Matrix, the scene where Morpheus was taking Neo around and showing him what the Matrix is, while they were walking through the streets, he basically broke it down and told him that the Matrix is a system that is the public's enemy, right? It's the enemy. But people are so dependent on this system or the Matrix that instead of fighting to get it out the way, they'll fight to keep the system going. Okay? Which is exactly what happens in society, in real life. There's people out here that their jobs ties them to the system, which Morpheus spoke to, and they'll do anything to protect their jobs and their well-being. And, obviously it's understood because that's your livelihood. That's how you feed yourself and your family, pay your bills. But, you're still part of the problem in a sense because you're tied to this system and you don't see the system as a problem because you need the system to survive. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed that, and the whole entire Matrix, I've been telling people, it speaks to reality. That's the reality we're living in. The movie actually came out at a perfect time because in 1999, the year it came out, that was when the ultimate technological shift took place. Like computers became really popular. That was the millennium, the new millennium, and technology. The 2000s is what introduced technology. You know what I'm saying? So that was a real serious time. And The Matrix came out very perfectly at the right time, conveniently. So, yeah, see, definitely, that's a sign. And they put it in entertainment form, but it's reality. If you know better, you know better. You got a social security number, you're part of that Matrix. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the last one is The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Now, this is an older movie. This movie came out in the 70s. And it's one of those movies where you kind of have to be patient with it, you know what I'm saying? But once you get into it, you understand the plot and exactly what's going on. And what's going on in that movie is there's a disease that grows out of the plant, and that plant like stretches through its roots and gets to a person while they sleep and clones their body, make a body double of them, and they kill the original. Sounds familiar? Do it sound familiar? body cloning nowadays, MK Ultra, you know what I'm saying? The real body's deceased, but there's a robotic version that's moving around. We know that's a part of our reality right now. So it's not far-fetched to say that movie spoke to that. But the specific scene that was in this movie, The Invasion of the Body Snatchers, is a scene where the actor and the female actor, the male actor and the female actor is driving. They come to a point where they had a stoplight, and the dude ran up to their car, pretty much frantic, telling them that it's coming, they got to get out of here, it's coming, and it's coming for them next. And then he turned around at one point and said, shoot, it's already here, it's already here. Then you see a bunch of people chasing him, you know what I mean? And then he ran off, and they sit there and just flabbergasted, I guess. They don't know what it was. They don't know why this guy's acting like that. So they ain't know what to make of it. So they just kind of sat there, you know, kind of puzzled. They just sat there kind of puzzled. Definitely that speaks to the cloning of bodies right now that happens in Hollywood, you know, not a secret. Everybody knows this. This is nothing new. It's not news. It just is what it is. A lot of the original people has passed away, and it's just clones running around. And this is what that movie dealt with. And this is in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that movies are the way to find out what's going on, even though you got shows like The Simpsons that do a lot of quote-unquote predictive programming. It's not predictive, it's just basically planned programming, you know what I mean? But there's shows like that, you know what I mean? And another movie that pretty much spoke to a lot of reality was Get Out, a movie that I ignored for years, didn't want to watch it, didn't want it to play on my mind the way people said it did to them. But eventually I ended up watching it, and it did exactly what I knew it would have did, why I avoided it for so long. But that's another movie where, you know what I mean, they show you, I think that movie speaks to what is to come, like the destruction of America. It speaks to the black market, the buying of body parts. It speaks to just the overall destruction of America, and that a certain group of people are better off somewhere else. And that certain group, y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's pretty much it, man. 3 movies that they pretty much spoke to reality that we miss. And there's many more out there. But this is just 3 that I personally had my finger on, I had to speak on. So I appreciate y'all, man. If y'all made it to this point in the video, it's your boy. Give it up 100, man. I'm out.